Hello, people of the internet. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Happy Sunday to you all. Happy on and off day to you all. Hopefully, you're enjoying your weekends. Or if you're watching this at any other point in the week, hopefully having a great day nonetheless. As you can see in the title card to the right of me, we're having another page for on and off OSTs because, well, as you can clearly see over there, because I'm a dum-dum, apparently I missed two. So we're going to get those two out of the way. One, I had no chance in hell I was going to find. The other one, all I had to do was look a little bit harder because it didn't pop up on their Spotify page, nor did it pop up on their K-pop fandom wiki page. And they were actually on Wikipedia of all things, which is not a resource I use for K-pop, so that's on me. I'll put my hands up. I can only apologize for that, but we have two more OSTs to get through. So we'll keep it short and sweet because we have a lot of on and off content to get through today. I think there's 3 parts of on and off stuff coming out today. Because today's kind of like the big finale of our big old on and off marathon that we're doing. So let's finish strong, shall we? Here we go. Rightio. So let me pull up the notepad list again. Hold on. Oh, I already had it pulled open. Sick. There it is. So 2 more. This one, the first one, No Control, technically was their first OST. I said that Your Day was their first one yesterday. This dropped about 2.5 months earlier than that. So this is On and Off's very first OST, dropping May 8th of 2018. Song No Control for Shinbi Apartment Birth the Ghost Ball X, which I believe is a cartoon of sorts. Shinbi Apartment is a series that we've done on OST Saturday in the past, but what happens with them is they don't upload by parts, they upload compilation albums, and those don't make it on the artist pages, which explains why I didn't catch on to it. But this would have dropped before Complete Me era, so this is in between the On-Off album and You Complete Me, so this is very early on in their careers. They're still 7-member group by this point, and I wonder what direction they're gonna go with this, because they haven't hit party EDM phase yet with Complete, so here we go. Oh, long build. For like an animated show, this does feel right at home. Cool little syncopated little slowdown there. This is a high song. What a cool run. Wow. It's very intense, but very appropriate, if that makes sense. And the fact that this is, well, pretty much everything else they've done is drama, right? I guess Let's See 3 is different, but... Or, actually, we don't know if... I don't know if Let's See 3 is a drama yet. I haven't read the comments for that yet, but... This just feels so different to any other OST that they've done, because the medium is different. Are there multiple layers of vocals going on, or is it just the same vocal layered over and over? That runs crazy. Although it does feel like, is it only like a select couple or even just Hyojin on this? Let's see if any of the comments say anything. I'll figure it out later. But it makes sense. It stylistically makes sense. I feel like animated shows really do well with this type of music, and I'm not gonna go with the cop-out answer of calling it like it's a very anime-coded song, but animated shows oftentimes lean towards a certain genre of music, and it is this type of really high-energy, bright, and fast music. Like, this song, I don't think would be appropriate on an actual, like, live-action drama. There's just something about, maybe it's like the unrealisticness of an animated show that allows for this type of music, but that's really only the place that you find music like this. But it works, like, it stylistically makes so much sense why an animated show gets a song like this. But why that's the case, it's just one of those things where the answer is it just works and you don't question it. And, well, I mean, I'm not going to question it if the music is that good. It's loud, it's fast, it's bright, it's punchy. It's kind of everything you want from music of this genre, really. So, I mean, I'm not going to complain about it too much. I do wonder what the vocal breakdown of this is, because, again, this could be my ears playing tricks on me, but it does feel like it's just Hyojin on it. And I only say that because On and Off have a pretty diverse lineup when it comes to vocals. And maybe it's just that they're layered on top of each other and whoever's in charge of lead vocal is being put forward in the mix, so to speak. But it does feel like it's just Hyojin on this, even though it's credited as On and Off, or everyone on and Off doing it. So, maybe it's like a Lucy situation where Lucy have done a handful of OSTs, but it's literally just Sangyup from Lucy rather than all four members, and it's still credited as a Lucy OST. So maybe it's like that before they decided to split up, or decided to split up Hyojin's OSTs as Hyojin's OSTs. So if there's more background info on this one, do let me know, because this series of shows is usually really hard to come by. Like, we've done a couple of OSTs from this series over the course of the past 2 years doing OST Saturday. All of them have been super hard to find, so yeah, cool stuff. And then the final one. This one I had no chance in hell I was gonna find, because this is from a fictional group called Maze for the video game L Sword. This is also a series that we've done a couple of times, but usually the songs that we've done from this series is like an actual artist doing the BGM or whatever. So I'm pretty sure like L Sword I think we've had like Hoshi on it. We might have had Namuhyun of Infinite on this. I might be thinking of a different video game franchise as well, because there's been a couple of video game franchises we've covered on OST Saturday. But this is fictional band Maze with the song Reset. And apparently this song also features some On and Off vocals. This drops August 5th, 2019, so this is after We Must Love. So this is right around the When You Love Yourself 2 OST. It's Pretty was July 14th of the same year, and Maze's Reset was August. So in between Pretty the OST and the, what is it, the Go Live album, right? Yeah, the Go Live album. Cool. All right. EDME. Background vocals. Multiple flavor to vocals. Okay, so this one we've got everybody involved. So, or at least I'm guessing we've got everyone involved. Whoa. I love that the song just develops behind the white noise riser there.
To be or not to be 상관없어 걸어가는 그림자뿐이래도 Will you, need you, now 다 내겐 상관없어
The sporadic vocal hits like that.
세상 어떤 이야기도 우리의
Kind of breaking apart the Wyatt flow here is really tastefully done.
내게 마음을 준 채가 영원의 굴레라면 내 입술에서 뺏어간 죄를 그 어떤 주문도 지우지 못할 운명이여 다 잊으려 눈 감아도 너는 점점 또렷해진단 말야 몇 번이고
I'm trying to figure out, do we have 6 or 7 members right now on this song? Because I don't really know Laon's voice all that well. Because we didn't get him for too long. It's a very punchy song though. It does, like, the major hits do not hold back one bit. Lots of my favorite chord sequences though. The sustained chord back into the home chord. Cool way of incorporating this low bridge. Cool. I'm amazed at just how loud that instrumental is without blowing out the vocals. Yeah, I'm amazed at how balanced that song is for how punchy and loud it is. It doesn't really feel like things are being blown out. And I feel like that's very hard to do. But I mean, it kind of makes sense that this is very much kind of detached from the On and Off discography because, well, it's not On and Off performing it realistically. Like, this is a fictional band with fictional members and entirely different platforms. So it's not going to be immediately connected to the On and Off discography. It's just the vocals are being performed by On and Off members. And stylistically, yes, it does have that heavy EDM influence, but for me, it doesn't really connect to the On and Off discography at all, which is good, because I think if it did connect to the On and Off discography, like, very clearly and directly, it almost takes away from the charm of this being a fictional idol group, because they're entirely different entities. They have to have their own musical identity, and even though the tone is there, the sound and the mixing of it is entirely different. I mean, I guess apart from Wyatt's verse, because there's only so much you can do to differentiate the very unique vocals of Mr. Wyatt on his flow, especially when he sits in that low tone of his that he's capable of doing. But this is a loud song. It's really loud. And maybe it's the mix, like this particular mix that I'm listening to, or maybe it's just the headphones, but I reckon this song probably has a couple of hidden layers that maybe YouTube hasn't processed properly, because it feels really treble heavy in certain parts, and I reckon that changes depending on like where you're listening to this. Like, if you've got big reference speakers with the subwoofer somewhere in the room, or if you're listening to this in the car, I reckon it probably feels heavier than me listening to it with these through the YouTube mix. Because YouTube has some like compression stuff that it has to go through, and like I've got my audio settings on these headphones turned up so they're more musically oriented, but even still, like proper probably studio reference headphones and stuff on a probably plugged into my what is it, the interface would probably have a little bit of a clearer sound to it, but it feels really treble heavy for an EDM song, which is rare, I think. And I guess I am still kind of comparing it to the rest of the On and Off discography, because especially because the two previous eras before, well, when this would have dropped, is We Must Love and Complete, and those were two very EDM heavy eras, so I and I know that there's one more OST that dropped this year. It's Hyojin's Let Me Be a Small Flower in Your Day from Warm Black Tea, the webtoon. I explained yesterday as well. We've done that. We've covered that song this year already on OST Saturday. It was on Season 2, Episode 15. I believe Hyojin's name is also in the title, so if you want to go looking for that, it's on the On and Off playlist, but also on the channel page. If you just type in the search bar Hyojin, it'll pop up as the OST Saturday episode. You can't miss it. So that, I believe, covers every single OST now, finally. So they've done 8 OSTs in total. Like On and Off have had some form of OST in 8 different songs until present day, and of course whenever we have more On and Off related OSTs, we'll cover those whenever they drop. But I think we're done. And if there's some like really obscure stuff that I'm missing, maybe we'll figure out a week to just really clean it up. But in its current stage, I think this is where we're going to wrap up the On and Off OST playlist, or the On and Off OST marathon, because we've done everything that I've seen mentioned, as well as everything that I could find through the various resources that I use to follow K-pop groups. So done. We are good, hopefully. That leaves 2 more. We have Japanese B-sides, which slightly worries me about content ID checks, because Japanese OST releases oftentimes get blocked. I think that's what happened with when we did the MV marathon, because one of the MVs got blocked, and I think it was flagged as a Japanese version of it. Hopefully that doesn't happen. If it does, we'll figure something out. And then we have the Hello WM releases. We have 3 of those to finish. And then that'll be it for On and Off marathon. So those will be out later today if they aren't out already. But in the meantime, thank you all for listening along with me. Hopefully you enjoyed it as much as I did. One last request from me today: let us work together as a community to bring a little bit of extra happiness back into the world, whether it be checking in with your friends or family, holding the door open for somebody, or even picking up a piece of trash off the street. Just one small act of kindness that may brighten up someone else's day today. And know that wherever you are in the world, should you ever be going through a tough time in your life, for whatever reason it may be, even though I'm just some guy on the internet who waffles about music in his free time, know that I will always be a friend, an ally, and a shoulder to lean on whenever you need me. So take care of yourselves, take care of each other, spread the love, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.